you're basically setting the stage or setting the groundwork for what you want the data to look like before you start working on it within your report. The benefit of this is that once you've made your changes in Power BI, or sorry, once you made your changes in Power Query, anytime you refresh, the data that is the new data that comes in will go through all of these same transformations and all these same changes that you've performed at the start of the import process. One simple way of performing a transformation is renaming a column. So when you bring in data, sometimes the column names can be custom. They only make sense to the person who set up the table, but you're going to be creating reports for people that don't work on this data day to day. So lt.svc.19274 is not a useful column name for somebody that is in sales and finance because they've never seen that before. So to make it easier on yourself and for the person that's going to eventually be consuming this dashboard, a simple thing is to rename the columns so that it's more useful to you when you're designing your report. You can rename columns, you can rename your queries, you can replace values that might be empty. So for example, we noticed in our SQL data that in the customer table, we had a lot of null values. So one way of addressing that, instead of bringing in those null values, if it's a numeric field or if it's a whole number field, we can replace those null values with zeros or keep them blank.